What's
Hello,
up, you guys?
everyone. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
We're very good. We're just going to give it a couple of minutes, probably just let some people come on in, and then should begin.
Sounds like a
Yeah, I think we're
plan.
waiting on Cass, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one, not sure about your guys' schedule, but we'll be running this for about 45 minutes. Then we'll do a hard stop. Is that okay with you guys?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, we normally do a little bit longer, but today we only really have time for 30 to 45 minutes, so just didn't want. But we'll be focusing a bit more on you guys. We'll do some introductions from me and T about SVS, and then you guys can do speak a little bit more about Pixelverse and Pixel Pets to our community. And then, me and T will probably ask you guys some questions, and then we'll pull up some people from the floor if that sounds okay with you guys.
That's perfect for me.
That's perfect. We're waiting for one more person to join, right?
Yes, we are waiting on Crypto Casa, one of the founders of our project. I know.
Very
He
nice.
said he's going to be able to make it, so he's a very, very busy guy. So I'm excited for him to
Yes.
be here. I'm very excited for this conversation. I mean, we announced less than 24 hours ago, so
Yeah, it's been
the
great
trailer,
response, hasn't it?
incredible.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes. We loved the video,
absolutely.
honestly. From our end, it was amazing, wasn't it?
It
The
really
trailer.
was.
T, good job with Hayden. Hayden is very talented.
Yes.
Yeah, I did a fantastic job on the video.
And I mean, our community is so excited about it. I mean, I've seen people talking about it all day. And so I'm just really glad, we can link up, talk about our projects, talk about the future.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting enough, the announcement yesterday was actually the first time we featured the Pixel Vampire branding.
Oh,
We've
wow.
never done that before.
It
Yeah,
is exciting. I can't wait to see more of that.
definitely.
T, maybe you could pull up Top Kick as
Yeah,
listener, I mean speaker.
yeah,
Could you
let
request
me,
Top?
yes, sir. Top is requested.
I mean, if we want, just get started, whatever. I'm happy to fill in until Cass can come in. I can't promise I can give you all the in-depth that Cass could, but I will sure try my best. I'm community manager, so any dev questions, they're just gonna go straight over my head, but I will try my best.
Yeah, our devs are not here as well today, so I guess we
Oh,
aren't going to be
perfect.
answering any dev questions.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
That sounds
but
great to me.
awesome. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get started then, and Cass can just kind of come in.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, we kind of really just wanted to have a space today to connect and I guess provide our community with a little bit more information about the partnership, and then also maybe talk about the little because partnering with Pixelverse is actually quite an interesting and unique experience, and it's honestly a first for me, and just give our community the opportunity as well to come up and ask some questions. So I guess 2D, you can go ahead and maybe kick it off with a little SVS intro. Then Camel, you can go do a Pixelverse intro, perhaps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
sounds good.
thanks for joining us today. First of all, it's a lot of fun. We try to do these spaces pretty much twice a week these days. So it's always fun to speak to other projects and team members. So essentially, us SVS, we are we've been around for a while. We had our mint, if I'm not wrong, about 5 weeks ago or so, and so since then we've done quite a bit. We had our Gen One mint, we had our companions, we actually fulfilled our first roadmap, right? So, and then after that, what we've been working on recently has been our vampiresses, so Gen 2 female vampires, right? And one of the exciting things that we've been adding on to our roadmap for the version 2 roadmap is, something everyone knows that what we're doing in our community is 3D vamps and pixel vamps, right? So what this is right in line with you guys, right? So our pixel vamps are pretty much almost ready, and we were super excited to be able to connect with you guys and speak with you guys and come and touch base because we think that this is a huge opportunity for everyone, right? And we are super excited to have the pixel vamps integrated in the Pixelverse as well. So as it stands, we have been working essentially full time since we launched, and we have been pushing and pushing, and there's a lot of things coming. But with the pixel vamps, so some of you guys may not know how SVS does work. Is uh, the Gen 1 vamps yield three blood per day, and the bats, which is the companion, yields 1 blood per day, and then basically a lot of things that come through our ecosystem is built around the blood token, right? So uh, so the pixel vamps will actually be minted with blood. So this is something that people don't realize yet. Maybe someone new to the community, and we do have quite the strong alpha segment of our Discord, and we do quite a lot of interesting things with the blood token, and we keep trying to develop more and more around it. So one of the exciting things that we do with the alpha is that a lot of these projects we interact with each other, whitelist spots and things like that. So we use blood. We use blood to raffle and hopefully soon auction off its whitelist spots. So if I missed anything, T, because I was a little bit brief, maybe you can touch base and fill in for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you touched it up pretty well. We launched back in September, Gen 1. A big part of our project recently has been the Alpha program, blood raffles. Another big part of our project, something that we think differentiates us from some others, perhaps, is that we also focus on real world collaborations. We recently, in December, we had one of our first big ones. It was with Paramount Pictures and Scream. That was very interesting to see, how far an NFT project could go into the real world and work with a new industry. Because I'm not sure, or we don't think that there's been another independent project that's collaborated with the film similar to how we did. So it's definitely unique to see, how far we could push the boundaries there. But similarly to that, that's just what we're also working on the sidelines for 2022. So yeah. I guess if Camel, you want to go ahead and introduce Pixelverse?
Yeah, so this is a lot. So I've actually never given the project overview myself, so I will do my best to capture it all. Um, so let's just get started. The big thing about Pixelverse in my eyes is the Pixelverse is for everyone, and that's like something I've just really been hammering home recently. People ask all the time in our Discord, "Hey, like, do I need a Sappy Seal to be in the Pixelverse? Do I need a 24px cat?" And now it's, "Do I need a vampire to be in the Pixelverse?" But it's genuinely for everybody. I mean, we're working it to make sure there's no barriers to entry to getting it. We obviously have our leasing program that we're going to be rolling out for Pixel Pets. We have renting mechanics. An idea that just got floated recently was Pixel Pet Tinder to kind of, there's 15,000 Pixel Pets out there, and, I'd say a decent amount of people are going to want to rent them out, and it's going to be impossible to navigate through all those thousands of pets. So we're scaling as much as we can, bringing on as many partners as we can in order to build this metaverse, for lack of a better term. I know Facebook kind of stole that one, but we're trying our best to deliver the best product possible, onboard as many people as possible, and build with as many communities as possible to deliver these amazing products that can really be accessible for everybody. And so, like I said before, we're so glad that you guys could come on with us and have this conversation. Uh, and I know one of our team members, his name's Basic Hole Eth. He said he requested so he could come up a little bit, speak more on the development side.
Yeah, I think they just, on the request expired or something. If they could just request again, I'll bring them up.
Alrighty, sounds good. And then, I could talk more about, we did start with Sappy Seals, and I loved my Sappy Seals to death. I mean, it's my profile picture, it's my whole brand at this point. And so it's building both of these projects as separate but also combined entities has been an interesting challenge, to say the least, because they're intertwined, the same team built both of them, but they're also inherently different. We're both in the Pixelverse, but people are going to have Pixel Pet profile pictures. People are going to be Pixel Pet maxis, and you're also going to have your Sappy Seal maxis. So it's two different communities that I think is something that we really haven't seen for the first time. One dev team being able to manage two separate projects that do have a lot of similarities because they do operate together, but also keeping them distinct.
I I think more importantly, what it provides is validation, right? And you guys have, like you've had another successful project that you guys have been able to kick off. It's proof, right? And just having that on your back, it's just I guess an extra step of validation that you guys are capable of doing these things. You guys have done them in the past. It's just even better for especially for partners. I know that when we partner with someone, it's a pretty lengthy process, of vetting and like seeing what works for each other. But I mean, partnering with someone who's partnering with an established team, it's definitely a big thing for us, and I think that's what is going to be helping in a lot of the success of Pixelverse as well, knowing that there's a solid team that's behind the project.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, our team is world class. I mean, these people are some of the smartest people I've ever talked to in my life, and I mean, to be part of that team is just bewildering to me.
Yeah, for sure. We got Basico up here if you wanted to say a couple things, perhaps Camel mentioned on the development end.
Hey, how are you doing? Do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
loud and
yes,
clear.
loud and clear.
Fantastic. This is actually the first time I speak. You the most hear me speak. I'm
Oh,
at
really?
I'm actually at the let's say I'm working closely with the lead game designers, but like in the background, people actually never hear me speak or talk. Or I'm leaking a lot in the Discord, but
Yeah, but this must be exciting also, right?
yeah, of course. I'm really glad I got pulled up because it's kind of refreshing to have something way different than I actually do from normal life. Like I'm,
Yes, for
I mean,
sure.
I'm a gamer at nature, right? I am like the most biggest RPG maxi out there. So I, I really love that the vampires came in. It's like every second RPG game I played was something with vampires, right? There's So
Yeah, it's
actually,
huge. I think it
you're
has a
always a
big
natural
part in
vampire is
games
like
as well.
a supernatural fit to everything, right?
Yeah, we think vampires are like quite iconic, right? Like they fit
Mm.
into a lot of themes and a lot of different, like scenarios. So
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
I mean, if I'm just thinking about how to integrate you guys about like lore, story, dungeon, like vampires give so much things to get to develop around. So it's like you're about. I think the most partners that we have, the vampires will be the easiest questing, lore, dungeon design from everyone. You
yeah,
can do.
because there's a lot of substance, right?
Mm.
I know specifically when the team launched the project back in September, a big thing was there was a meta to like everybody using animals, right? One animal or another, and it was just
Yeah.
something that the team found interesting. That we wanted to do it differently, right? And
Mm.
like you mentioned, since it's going to be a lot easier, it just means that there's a lot of substance there. There's a lot of different things you can do, right? On the lower end of things and sort of keeping a theme going. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
I
definitely
mean,
it's
that's
mhm.
the plan for the whole metaverse, right? So we or Ifi is and Daiku are like gigabrains, right? And I help them like pre-mint with ideas and some of the art development and trades and stuff, and just pre-mint. Like I just gave like ideas, and they turned it into magic.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I mean it will be the same like for the whole metaverse. We will take some project, we will put them on the map, we will give them deep lore, really great quests, enemies, you call it, we give it back, right? And then you have your 4 pixel pets that will fight for you. So I saw your little teaser on Twitter. Your pixel vampires look great, awesome. And so you have your
Thank you.
little pixel vampires
Thank
with
you
your
very much.
little pixel pets with some. Just let me leak a little bit of my traits that we did. I have here some vampire wings. So
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't know we had vampire wings.
Of course, we have wings for everything. I kind of.
I mean, these pets, they have what? I heard 3,000 traits.
So the last time we run a special script or Afi's Daiku's buddy is a coder, and he ran a special script for us. The last time he put out like the squillion of combinations of traits. So the thing is, of course, if you put too much on the pet looks like abominations. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful what we actually put on the pet. On the most,
I know, and they've been working so hard to make those pets perfect. I mean, I've seen teasers, I've seen so many, and these traits, they carry over seamlessly between each, different type of pet too. And there's a lot, which is just incredible because you have pets that kind of look like Bulbasaur, you have pets that kind of look like a raindrop, and these same traits just carry over seamlessly. It's amazing what they've done with the art.
So that's all thanks to Daiku, because he's the creative director, and absolutely he's like he turns every pixel 3 times around until it's perfect. That's the thing with Daiku. Like you give him something, and this thing will not be done in 1 hour because he takes his time and perfects it every time. Every single time.
You guys have this. Congratulations on Pixel Pets, by the way. I saw you guys actually minted out the other day during the pre-sale, right? It sold out. That was insane.
Yeah, it was. I don't know, Kemal. What was the number? 250 left for public.
About 250 and change left for public, and those things flew. It was crazy.
It was done in
the blink of an eye.
I'm sure that was a lot less than what you guys were expecting, right?
It was crazy, to say the least. I'm glad we kind of did it this way, though, because, something that we could talk about is how, people are botting raffle entries, people are botting releases. And this way, we could give back to the community a lot and make sure that our day one supporters were able to get into the Pixelverse with the Pixel Pets.
Yeah, for sure. So I think obviously, like everybody knows, Metaverse Project, we're going to be collaborating in the sense that, Pixel Vamps are going to be integrated. But what I think is super interesting that I think, our community is also going to be happy to hear. What's unique about partnering with the Pixelverse is that you get access essentially to a Web3 network. So what was really cool was, like, right after we kicked off our partnership on the back end, right away, Cass told us, hey guys, if you guys ever need to talk to anybody, just let us know and we can make a group chat. And, the network is essentially, it consists of all the projects that have partnered with the Pixelverse, and we all are in, we're all in one community. Everybody is super supportive. And I think that like encompasses what Web3 is, right? It's about collaboration. It's about, pushing things forward. It's not really about gatekeeping. And that was one of the things that really compelled us to proceed with the partnership. It was a very good perk. Could you speak a little bit on that, Camel? Maybe, about how that maybe came to be, what you think about it, etc.
Oh no, I love it. I mean, being able to talk to all these project devs and just utilize people's connections so much within the Pixelverse is jaw-dropping, to say the least. I mean, obviously we have you guys that we can easily reach out to, but now we have so many other different community partners with so many other fantastic ideas and so many other ways to approach the same issues that everybody runs into on a different basis, and have different mindsets behind it, bounce ideas off of each other. We're really putting together a community of some of the people at the forefront of Web 3.0, and it's, like I said before, jaw-dropping.
Yeah, definitely. And for, it essentially just means that you guys are making things a lot easier. There's a lot more collaboration going. And it's not even just like we're all in a server that's kind of dead, right? I see people posting every day, talking to one another. communicating, and it also just really helps, amplify the things that the Pixelverse is doing, also while at the same time giving back to the partnered projects.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if we have one of our partners, they made a big announcement, they can just pop into that channel, get support from all the partners super quickly. It's fantastic. And it's, like I said before, community building. That's my big thing because obviously I'm the community manager, but it's so great to see all these communities intertwining, intermingling in order to build the better Pixelverse.
Sure, for sure. I think Ja just requested. I'll go and bring them up.
Oh yeah, definitely let him up. He's probably got some more to say. And then I have to give a special shout out to Moose. I love him so much. Hi, Moose.
Hey, Ja, you're muted, I think, in case maybe you didn't know.
Oh, hi.
Hello, yes.
I just came up just in case there was any questions that needed answering.
I mean,
Oh, for
feel
sure.
free to share anything you want to share about Pixelverse. There's lots of our community members listening right now, so a lot of them were super excited with the announcement that we made yesterday. So, if there's anything that you guys would like to share, feel free to do so. It's just having a conversation here.
I'm just super bullish on this. Like, you guys aren't really partners, more so integrated within the Pixelverse. Like, we are all the Pixelverse. Like you said a bit ago, all of our contacts are your contacts, vice versa. Like, the Pixelverse is not just us; it's everyone. And
absolutely, and it's on the more unique end because we've from out of all of our partners, I don't think we've ever experienced this. Having this network along with the partnership. So it's definitely it's a great incentive, and yeah. I just wanted to also say if anybody in the audience has any questions, we're gonna start to bring some people up. Start pulling some people up.
So
Please
people
make
want
them
to say
easy.
me Bratwurst. It's Bratwurst on German, just to clarify. I have something prepared. Just I don't think it get me fired, but like if I call the Vampire Wings, we have to leak it, right? So I have the pet prepared with the Vampire Wings. Just I don't know. Do I tweet it? I think I just tweeted, right?
I just want to quickly say,
in the wings.
basically, he's been on our team for like 4 months, and this is the first time I've heard him speak ever.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I'm always acting in the background. I pull your strings,
100%.
boy.
100%.
So
you're enjoying it though. It's nice, sometimes to get up on spaces or AMAs and just talk to the community.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Interact, hang out with people.
It's true. So who wants the pet with the Vampire Wings? Where do I leak it? Where do I share it?
Just tweet it out. I'll go ahead and pin it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Major alpha right here.
Oh yeah, it's something I've never seen. I'm excited to see it. They keep the art on lockdown.
So in honor of the partnership, I think it will be forgiven, or I get fired. I mean, I don't get paid, so it's fine.
Ooh, that looks sweet.
Oh wow, that is some good looking wings. I'm gonna need to buy at least 10 of them.
Wings.
Yeah, just pinned it up.
That's so cute.
I'll go check it out.
And also, this is only one trait of many. So like, there are so many combinations. It's like only this is like the most common pet you could get, like just one trait.
Okay, I see what you mean. So most pets will have multiple traits, right?
Yeah. I mean,
that looks amazing.
There was another one. I think I don't have it anymore with three traits, but I don't know where I did. I mean, here is something as well. Like, let me tweet it out for the as well. This one was leaked by Daiku, so that's fine to leak. This pets are 3 traits. like the base and free trades.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. It's really good to see that you guys have some vampire slash bat-esque traits. I just brought up Jonathan, by the way, as a speaker. If Jonathan, you have any questions
Yes, I thank you
or
for
comments?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and
Okay,
clear.
I'm using my phone and sometimes it's finicky. I'm usually I go on my name's the Great Aspie in the Discord, but I couldn't. My Twitter's like different, so if people don't recognize me, I'm in the Discord as the Great Aspie. I wanted to just kind of add an addendum to what others were saying about these partnerships. It's the reason I got into the Sneaky Vampire Syndicate. I had been watching it since September when it launched, and I just noticed I was in the Discord, and I noticed it was different than a lot of the generic, nothing against them, other projects, in the terms of we were reaching out to other projects, doing partnerships, and just kind of staying ahead of the curve. So I got my vamp like just in time. I got it back at 0.7, and then we went on a nice run. But the partnerships, what made me pull the trigger was the Scream partnership, and I just look at the future and possibilities. So we do a nice Scream partnership. We know the utility that came from that. Now we're integrating into the metaverse with our Polygon vamp, pixel vamps, and I just think in a year we could be watching movies in the metaverse in Web3, and I just think there's so many possibilities. There's so many different ways to go about it, and as that happens, and we're in not an exclusive metaverse, but one with a lot of partnerships. I feel like there's just going to be more partnerships that present themselves, and I just love the idea. I'm so bullish on land. The land was my first ever NFT purchase, so just the integration I love, and I love both communities just staying ahead of the curve.
Definitely. I mean, it definitely gives it a lot of substance too, right? Knowing that there's going to be all these partners there,
Yeah,
once we get integrated and everything gets going, right?
exactly. So I'm just sitting back and I'm like, okay, well, you got this big partnership. Now you got all these other ones coming in. Like there's no reason not to pull the trigger. And of course, we've been going nuts since. And I just think with the organic partnerships, it's no different than marketing, in real life when you go to a marketing event. It just you expand your exposure and we increase our organic partnerships, and it's great to see. It really is.
Definitely, definitely. And you kind of brought up the Polygon maps. If I'm not mistaken, 2D, the assets are still going to be on Ethereum, right?
Yes, they should be.
Okay.
But then again, we are trying to make everything as cost friendly as possible for everyone because we know it can be a little bit expensive. So, but as always with the development stuff that we do, it's just we always keep everyone posted on the progress with our devs and things like that. But yeah, the actual assets will be on Ethereum, like the 3D vamps, the pixel vamps, and stuff like
Cool.
that. Correct.
So I can walk around this because the Central Lands, right? I don't know why they're still not compatible with Polygon. So if I was in that metaverse, I'd be able to walk around. It's on Ethereum's technically.
Yeah, because basically they're going to be mintable with blood, but they're going to be existing on the ETH network first. Correct.
Got it. All right, cool. Yeah, I had that confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and for anybody
No
that
worries.
doesn't know, our blood token exists on Ethereum, but we built a bridge for it in December back when we did our Scream partnership. So the transaction fees are like non-existent, since everything is on Polygon. But for obviously it was a big part for us to have the actual asset be on the Ethereum blockchain. So if you it's not too late to get into pixel vamps. You just got to pick up a vamp, stake it. You get 3 blood a day for vamps, one for bats, and you can essentially use that when pixel vamps do come out, which would be pretty soon. So yeah, that's how all that works. Let me bring up a couple other people. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing. That was
Of course, thank you.
definitely really good sentiment. We got Brock Vampson.
Brock, of course.
Our
Hello.
very own.
Our very own. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Good. This has been fun to listen to. Two very exciting projects that it's awesome to hear more about Pixelverse. I actually had a question for the Pixelverse team. I was just wondering, it's like I'm a big SVS supporter, and I love everything that they're doing. Constant innovation, constantly bringing new things to the community. And I just kind of wanted to see what the Pixelverse team, like, what was it that kind of drew you all to SVS in terms of there's a lot of other projects that that you could have partnered with, quite frankly. And I just kind of wanted to hear what you guys were excited about, working with SVS about.
So I can take a stab at that one first. Funny enough, I was not on the initial planning phases of this project or our two projects, but I have been following SVS for a while, and they were a project that came around a very long time ago, and they've maintained a very solid community, which in and of itself is something that is extremely hard to do, especially when you have 30 projects dropping every day now. And you got people rocking the profile pictures, which is free advertising for any project. And you develop that community, you grow relationships within that community. And something I really like about SVS is from I think they've kind of exposed themselves to a different market than the normal market that you'll see from most projects. I mean, you have the out of band, the Web 2.0 partnerships, and then from my knowledge from before crypto Twitter, before I was in there, I know that the founders of SVS came from Sneaker Twitter, which is also a very rabid community, a very as in rabid is in a good term, of very excited about embracing Web 3.0, and they're already very interconnected there. So it's just something extremely exciting to be partnered with that's not really part of our normal community, I would say.
Nice. Yeah, it's always exciting to hear what other projects, have to say about each other, and kind of what gets them excited about partnering with them, because, we're kind of seeing this like awesome collaboration movement happen in the NFT world. And it's cool to see like two, like-minded projects kind of work together. And it's just exciting to see this partnership, take formation, especially with all the movement that SVS has been seeing lately. It's like this explosion to see all this really cool stuff happening in the space.
100%.
I just love that. I just love vampires. That's all.
Simple
I mean,
reason, right?
Just think a little bit back. I mean, start with Castlevania, right? Somewhere on the Nintendo. I mean, of course you hunt their vampires, but it all started there, right? I remember the Castlevania music until today, and it's even used in the Netflix series. So, I mean, how can you not be bullish on some vampires? And having them in the Pixelverse is just amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of like where the initial idea came from, right? When we spoke with Mig and we discussed it, we were like, we see a lot of animals out here now, a lot of animal projects, a lot of other things, but we're like, wow, it would be cool if we could do something a little bit different, right? So what could we do that would be different? Then we were like, damn, vampires would be super cool if we could, kind of play on that role, because then you automatically get like a huge universe from it, right? Like, we can integrate with games, we can, create like what we said, we have vampires, we have bats, then we have the female vampires coming soon, and then they will have a companion as well, which we haven't released what the companions are going to be. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like there's just so much that's possible, and it's super exciting, I think, for all of us.
I mean, let's just write it down. Why don't we? If I think about the dungeon for the SVS, right? We can just turn it, just make it a reverse Castlevania, make the vampires be the good guys, hunt down the vampire hunters with their pixel pets, meet their gym leader. So
with the pixel pets, yeah, correct.
There's just no stopping, right? We just need time and to bring it to life. But from the idea standpoint, there is no stopping. There's nothing we could not do.
Yeah, possibilities are endless. I just brought up, guys, you're muted, by the way. Feel free to ask or share what you'd like to. I just brought him up as a speaker. I'll also bring up our very own Mothula as well.
Thanks for answering that question, everybody. I'll step down and make some room for some more people to ask questions.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot.
much
No, I
for coming on,
appreciate it.
bro.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good
Hello, how are
afternoon.
you?
Doing well, doing well. Excited about our latest partnership. It feels like the good news just keeps rolling in February.
Yes, that was the plan. Just try to keep things rolling, pushing out as much as we possibly can, essentially.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait for Gen 2 also. Hopefully we're gonna get some Gen 2 Pixel Vamperses.
Yeah, that's something definitely that is down the line. Yeah, not right now, obviously, as we want to push the first one out. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'll be great. Count Mothula and Countess Mothula can
Essentially
be
for
walking
us.
around Pixelverse together.
Yes, and then with both their companions later on, right?
I hope so. We're gonna have the Count family.
Ah, that would be awesome. Maybe we can do something on Twitter where people can share their best moments in the Pixelverse or something like that, and then we can push that out there
Y-
as well.
Yeah, that would be sweet. And just talking, hearing kind of from both teams, I do agree that the possibilities seem pretty endless here. And one thing I wanted to ask maybe of the Pixelverse team is how do they see like the vampires or with like are we going to have some pixel pets that are going to be, let's say, like vampires, or is it really just going to be maybe pets with certain like vampire traits?
I mean, we just if you look at the pins, there is a pixel pet with a vampire trait,
Mhm.
even called vampire wings. So, I mean, we have some more, right? But I can't leak everything if I want to keep the job. So,
Yeah,
um,
I'll speak to your boss, right?
yeah, speak. I mean, I look at the Discord and I see Afi online on the phone, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
I gotta stop already. No, but I mean, yeah, we have not only the pixel pet bases, but we also have different variants of pixel pets.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, how should I say it? As the Pixelverse grows and the breeding starts, and you start to get Gen 1s and Gen 2s, they won't be babies anymore, right? So there's always possibilities to like evolve them and get new traits and get new stuff and make them maybe even more vampire-y and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are really endless. The Giga Brains, I keep referring to them, have really put a lot of thought into how the breeding mechanics will work, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, all the way down the line, because, we're trying to scale. We're trying to make this art as unique as possible. And that means we're going to
Mhm.
have to be open to options, open to incorporating new things. Obviously, with our Genesis Mint, the art's pretty finalized, but the
Right.
future, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely something that would be like very marketable to a lot of communities, even including ours, right? Where, like you were saying, people are proud of kind of having their vamp as their PFP, and just keep spreading the word. So I definitely see that as kind of an opportunity. And something else I was thinking about while I was reading, the roadmap and some of the plans you guys had is I'm curious to know if there's been thought given, and this questions really goes to either team here, but whether or not there's plans to sort of take advantage of the fact that, SVS has a blood token, right? Pixelverse has their own pixel token. What's the future of kind of, token sharing, maybe, such that Pixelverse would accept blood, or the blood, the blood universe would accept Pixel, or is that really just down to, going on Uniswap or one of those and just swapping tokens?
Um, I mean, I don't want to speak too much for our devs here, but like I said before, right now, that's not something that I think we've really fleshed out too much. But like I said, the sky's the limit. Possibilities are endless. If we want to think about it, we put a plan in place. So, I mean, maybe is
I
my
mean,
best answer.
I mean,
Mhm.
Cast leaks it kind of, right? He's big. He's really, really big on the idea to integrate like everything, right? You need the pixel token to breathe and fight and whatever, but he doesn't see a reason to like if you enter the SVS arena or the HQ, your plot on the land, to use the blood token or something else to buy off their SVS marketplace or something. Like maybe
Right.
like I mean I'm not on the crypto side thing of deving, right? But
Mhm.
they have like super planned out, and what I can imagine is maybe like a pixel dex where everyone can put liquidity in from the communities. That would be the easiest way, and you just go to the pixel dex and use the blood token, use the pixel token, whatever, right?
Mhm.
That's possible. I mean, the DeFi is really wide, right?
I guess to simplify it, one like you mentioned, Cass is super open, and like for full transparency, this is one of the most lenient partnerships that we've probably had, where like we keep on saying, the possibilities are endless, right? Um, so it's definitely something that could be on the table upon further discussion. At the moment, it's really the main thing is to get the vamps integrated, and then we sort of just work from there, right? So yeah, Mathila, it can definitely be a possibility in the future. I wanted to add, I had this comment when we were talking about the Count Mathila and Count Mathilus. I was gonna say that you guys can probably start the Mathila reality TV show. I think that
Yeah,
would be perfect.
Yeah, in the Pixelverse, in the metaverse.
The lavish life of Mathila.
I'll have to do some brainstorming on that now. Now I have something to go to my fiance with for Valentine's Day. So thank you for giving me more reasons to convince her to buy more NFTs.
Yeah,
For
definitely. It's
sure.
it's good to hear.
Thank,
We brought up Moose from
yeah, thanks
the
so much, Matila.
Pixel
Always
team.
good to hear you. I'll speak to you in tomorrow's AMA
Of
in our
course.
Discord as
It's
usual.
mandatory. Mandatory.
And I think we can hear from Moose, and then we can probably just end it there, I think. Hello, Moose.
Moose here. I just came in. I just want to throw up hundreds for Sneaky Vampire Syndicate. I want to throw up hundreds for Pixelverse. I just think that these are just such awesome, such amazing projects, two colliding. Where do you see that? You don't see that often. The chemistry that you guys had in here, I've been listening for quite some time. You sold me. I'm in. I want to be with devs like this. I want to be with the creators of beautiful projects. I'm so happy to be here. I love the way that you guys are soft spoken. Kamal, oh my God, what a beautiful way to talk, and you're so soft spoken. I love it. Really, really, really proud of you guys. You know, you got a project, and you're rolling hard with it, and you got my support. You know, the whole way through.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much
Moose.
for the kind words. Yeah,
Yeah,
at the end of the day, on our end at least, it's always important to just, explore every opportunity, speak to anyone you can speak to, and you never really know what can happen in this space. We move at such a fast pace, such a speed these days, especially with how fast things progress, right? So, you know, on a personal level, me and TSVS, we had a call with the Pixelverse guys maybe about maximum 2 weeks ago, and then we within a few days we had everything scheduled, ready to be pushed out. And it's nice to work with such like-minded people where it's just a quick 15-minute call, and then quick group chat, and then everything can just be arranged and sorted out through there. And we were super excited to announce everything yesterday. When we had that video made, we couldn't wait to share with you guys. We think it's super hype, and yeah, it's so nice to see that the community, both sets of communities, especially, enjoy what we're doing, what both of us are building, and the fact that like we are coming together to work together to build a better future for all of us here.
That was
exactly. That's
beautiful.
what Web3 is all about. And thank you, Moose, so much for coming up and all the kind words. You're an absolute legend, one of the people I respect in this space the most. I mean, you're such a great guy. So thank you for that.
Guys, can we all just put up hundreds for the two beautiful projects that are here for Kamal, for T, for Second Vamp, the Secret Vampire. Can we just put up hundreds? Because it takes a lot to come out here and make a spaces and informative spaces and just take questions from people, you know, and it's so nice what you guys are doing. So I'm going to throw up some hundreds here and love you guys. Can't wait to get involved with both projects. I am involved in Pixelverse, but Vampires, I'm definitely going to get involved. And this was awesome. Thank you for the informative spaces.
Thank you so much for the kind words. And I think on our end, before we close out, I will let the Pixelverse guys close out as well. But on our end, you know, thanks so much everyone for tuning in. You know, it's always fun to speak with you guys. You know, unfortunately, we didn't have that much time to pull many of you guys up on stage. But as always, every Wednesday, we have AMA in our Discord, so that's where we can speak most. We speak to most of you guys, you know, on a more personal level. So if any of the Pixelverse guys, Pixelverse, you know, people from their community want to come and hang out with us, want to speak to us, you know, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. EST, we have a Discord. We have AMA in our Discord. You know, you don't have to be a verified vamp, nothing like that. You know, you don't even have to hold a vamp. Just come in, come hang out with us, speak to us. Anything you want to ask, you know, anything you want to, you know, talk to us about, feel free, just come on through. But from us over at SBS, you know, thanks so much to the Pixelverse team for, you know, some members of the team for coming here, hanging out with us, you know, sharing some information with our community. And we hope, you know, guys from the Pixelverse community enjoyed what we could share with you guys from our end as well.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having us up here. I'm really excited for what the future brings for both of our projects. And I mean, working with y'all has been a breeze so far. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
it
much.
was
I'm sure this isn't gonna be the last time we'll have you guys speaking up here. You know, so but basically, you know, maybe you get some more screen time these days.
I don't mind to work in the shadows, right? I mean,
Yes, sometimes it's a little bit fun to come to the public though, so it's not too bad.
but thanks for having me. Great space.
Thanks for all the teasers as well. You know, we enjoyed that. You know, nice.
Everyone
nice
enjoys some leaks, right? Like,
yes, every
can't
once
keep
in a
them hidden
while.
forever. Right?
Yes, for sure. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to the Pixelverse team members, you know, Sappy Seal guys for coming on out, and speak to you guys soon. Thank
Have a
you.
nice one.
You too.
Thank you, everyone.